I watched one of the most craziest movies that I've seen this entire year. But this movie came out like a year or two ago. The members of Jody's Corner is responsible for this. They hit the join button, they requested me to watch it, and here it is. YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. This movie review of Everything Everywhere All at Once is brought to you by members of Tier 2. Click the join button, select Tier 2. You get to choose 2 monthly movies for me to review every month. This was voted on by members of Tier 2. This is one of 2 for this month. This is Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's the lady from Shang-Chi. It's the auntie from Shang-Chi. She knows the karate and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's in this movie, and it's basically about the husband. Is that Dr. Jones? Dr. Jones? All grown up? I could be wrong, though. But anyway, so this movie takes place in modern day prime universe number something. Anyway, so this Asian lady who has a husband who's trying to gonna divorce her because they're having a rocky relationship. They have this daughter who's a lesbian who's weird and trying to figure out, doesn't like her parents, loves her parents, hates her parents, defiant, ungrateful. And they have this grandpa that lives with them. They live above a wash house. The wash house is their only company. It's their business. It's their livelihood. They're struggling to keep this thing afloat. They're struggling to keep the bills paid. They struggling is what I'm trying to say. So it's a typical day. The IRS is calling them in for an audit. They go as a family without the daughter, of course, because she's tripping and running around trying to go eat some cooch, getting mad and shit. Hey, you don't understand me? I'm fat. Okay, fine, I'm fat. Parents are kind of mean though. She has a reason to be that way. But they're going on this elevator, and all of a sudden the elevator stops, and then the freaking husband says, put on these headphones, do this. You're listen to me. I'm not your husband. I'm in another universe. She's like, huh? What you talking about? Huh? And then she discovers that when she presses buttons, things are starting to happen. All these different crazy elements are happening. And I'm thinking to myself, watching this, like, I gotta be honest, I'm like, what type of movie did these members of Tier 2 sign me up to watch? What in haberdashery and hemoglobins is going on here? So I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, the freaking members, oh my gosh, they want me to watch garbage. Nothing was really making sense. Put your shoes on the other foot. Hold your breath. Think about being in the closet. And boom, she pops up in the closet. Her husband from another universe tells her, you're the one to save the universe. I'm from Alpha Universe 1. You're the key because there's nothing about you that's amazing. You failed in everything because you've never tried anything. So you're the perfect one to save the universe because your daughter has gone rogue. You were evil and you pushed her brain to the limit and made her split the universe into a multiverse. And you're just one Earth of one universe of many universes in the multiverse. So this is a multiverse movie, okay? And this movie does a really good job at it. This movie does a really good job at, exploring multiverse ideas. There's really no rules when it comes to the multiverse. Everybody has their own iteration of how they believe the multiverse works, how they believe different timelines and realities should work. I mean, this is all just hypothetical stuff, right? But this movie does a really good job at keeping me engaged with its action, even though I was completely confused with what was going on in the beginning. So this movie a lot of people might walk away from this movie in the first 30 minutes like, this is trash. Get up and leave. So I'm not surprised if a lot of people said, oh yeah, I know about that movie. Yeah, that shit was kind of whack. I stopped watching it. I could understand why a lot of people would do that. But this movie is like, stick around, take in the insanity, take in the chaos, and I think at the end of the movie you'll be rewarded for it because the real truth shining quality about this movie is its message. This movie might be about all these universal intergalactic time travels and theories and relativities and science this and science that and mega contortion, blow up explosion, chaotic, 2 rocks, what the freak. It's a lot, but its message, it's all telling one message, and the message is simple and pure and innocent and that we could all agree and enjoy and appreciate. And because they grounded it to that message, to this one relationship between two people, makes me feel like this movie was worth watching. It was worth going through that chaos in order to get to that message. Because to be honest with you, if it didn't have that ending, then I would have been like, this is just a crazy movie that's going to get a lot of like nerd fanboys or people who like weird shit. It's going to get them off. This will be like a cult classic type of movie that's not really a great movie. But this is a good movie. It really is a good movie because of the message in this movie. I guess I could say it. I don't know what to do with these. Spoiler review, I guess. I've spoiled some things already, so I might as well keep going. So the best thing about this movie is the message and the theme that love conquers all. Love travels across, just like Interstellar. Interstellar is another big movie. They took a lot from Interstellar. Interstellar is a big movie that has intergalactic time travel, distance, relativity, black holes, wormholes. But one thing that could cross dimensions and through gravity and wherever you go is love. And that's the same thing in this movie. The love from the husband to his wife. I was sad when he said, I know you don't want me, you don't love me, but I love you and I've always been there. She has been a wreck. She's trash. The main character, she's trash. She's a bad mother and a bad wife. She's trash. But in her trashness, the message is accept your trashness for who you are. But look at all the other people that were put. Look at this man who, even though you're trash and a bad person for the most part, here is a pure soul put into your life to balance you out. You bring such, and he brings such, and she had to discover that at the end of the movie. And when she looked at him and kissed him and hugged him, that was really powerful and it was great. Then she had that love for the daughter. She showed that pure love for the daughter and the rock, chasing the other rock off the cliff. This movie has some really crazy edits, cuts, and, visuals. And it has some really crazy scenarios in this movie that a lot of people, what the heck? But understand, there could be a universe where there's just rocks. Oh, this is just what we do. We just look at the cliff. We're rocks, and we're talking and communicating with each other. That's crazy. It's like all these little. The fun thing is, in order to access certain elements, you have to do certain quirks. Like, and it makes me think about it in the real world. Like right now, what if I stick my finger up my nose, twirl it sideways while tapping the top of my head? Will that give me Superman powers? You know what I'm saying? I'm fat. I'm not going nowhere. Oh. I tried that shit off camera though, just to see what would happen, just because. Anyway, this is a good movie. Overall, I think everything, everywhere, all at once is kind of long. A lot of people will get timed out. A lot of people will walk away. But this movie rewards you if you stick around and go through some of the chaos and hell that you're about to experience visually. Sadly to say, enough people will not do that. So a lot of people will not praise this movie. A lot of people will not watch this movie all the way through. And for that, I understand. We have short attention spans. And it's hard to watch trash when you don't understand what's going on. Overall, I give everything everywhere, all at once, a solid B grade. Thank you guys of tier 2. You guys picked a solid one. I really appreciated that movie. And if you guys want to select a movie for me to watch, join that tier 2 and start playing. Here's what you could get.